You are a world-class trader. You have trading to win mindset. You will maintain discipline. You will handle your fears and emotions. You will be focused. You will cope with few losses. You will never revenge trade. You are a world-class trader. You have trading to win mindset. You will maintain discipline. You will handle your fears and emotions. You will be focused. You will cope with few losses. You will never revenge trade. You are a world-class trader. You have trading to win mindset.
Yo, good morning everyone, good morning, welcome to our pre-London session. Today is the 17th of June 2022. Good morning guys, hope you all well. Hope took advantage of beautifully yesterday's market, and we had a nice setups yesterday guys, and there was some nice clean charts. Okay, I'm a bit behind this morning, just let me get my epic pen. I keep forgetting my epic pen. Apparently it's not that epic, because otherwise I won't forget it, but there you go. Trying to make a joke here guys, but there you go, it's not working. Okay guys, just quickly, I'm looking at the oil here yesterday. We took a nice trade on the oil yesterday on this pattern that we marked. You see how I marked this guys from yesterday and I left it on. We've seen the first push outside we had the, let me just minimize this, and we will look at this from the beginning of the day, how the setups works. We had the accumulation phase materialized just after, during the hours of Asia into London. Then we had the false move up, and then guys we had the first drop, second one, and third one, and then half. Why is that half guys? Because we have half here, full one here, full one there, and then another half here to complete. Then they did the break structure here, came back, and they did the impulsive, taking all the blocks here, and they did the impulsive stop hunting right there, and it was nice straight to the upside here. I took a long at 113.0, and it was a nice trade, quickly in and out within an hour or so, and then they continued up the upside. Nobody can predict that, but we knew that we are guys from the left on the highest time. You see I marked this area as well for a buy area for my highest time frames, and you can see, I'll show you why I did that. The oil yesterday, it did a nice pattern. We had the first push, second push, and then third one here, and then this area marked from the higher time frame. Also Remember guys, when we talk about necklines, look at this beautiful neckline here, how this is the shoulder and this is the next shoulder now, and potentially it could rise to here, rise to this area here, going back into the last week's last week's psychological levels. So now the cycle is ending here. We're not going to trade this today. It's finished. We need to see where is the next cycle going, and we need to see what's going on the oil. Actually, the oil respects the cycles very well. So if you concentrate on that, actually it is better than gold. I know Raki doesn't like to hear that, but we can call it the black gold, Raki, for you, instead of the shiny one. So the black gold for Raki, this is the black gold. Right, okay, so that's the oil, guys. Let's also have a look at the dollar yen. I just had a quick glimpse on it this morning, and I saw that it's recovered all the pips during the hours of how did you pick your entry? I'll show you in a minute, Danny, no problem, buddy. So this is what we looked here yesterday on this. We took a short. I missed it unfortunately, but some of us took a short position here, guys, at the 134 I think 134.60 level or something around here. We took a short yesterday around this area here, guys, and look how they recovered all the pips on that in one day. And this actually scares me, guys. When they do this, they go back straight away on it. It means it's the first sign of reset. So this is the first sign of resets. So we might see that this is the low of the week for next week, and they might continue up to the upside again on this. This is because they've been moving this for a long time to the upside. If you look at the higher time frames, if you look at this, guys, they've been moving for without any deep retracements, so they need to cash their money in. So it looks like they've done that yesterday, and now we might see the last level on the H4. We had the first and then second here, and now we're looking at the last move to the upside on the H4. However, this could be another reset on the 4-hourly time frame, guys. This potentially could be this first, second, and third. See, this is something that we need to be aware of. So, and this potentially the cycle ended now on the H4. So from here to there, guys, this is a cycle ended. Then we are looking now for resets and continuation. So this potentially could be our low, new beginning of a cycle on the H4, guys, and continue more to the upside on the dollar yen. So be aware of that. Just keep an eye on this very tightly and very close eye on it. So let's have a look at just going to go back to the oil and explain the entry on that for our friends here. Simple, guys, really simple trade, simple facts. Let's have a look at the 5-minute time frame, and you can see, guys, where they came back into the area here after they broke structure. This is the first break structure here, and this is the second one here, and this is the third one here, and this is what's this, guys. Look at this, equal lows here on the 5-minute time frame. We are in a buying zone, don't forget. And then they created excuse me, they created some also equal lows inside here. So that was the first sign for a SIG2 trade, and then I just followed the candles through on this to make an entry on the lower time frame. We use our candle techniques, guys, to follow the entries and the change of sessions as well. So we have change of sessions and rules to be followed. This is the entry on the here around this area with the techniques of the candle techniques that we use in our private group. So that's the entry, buddy. But guys, if you follow the rules, trading is easy, yet it's very hard. Why is that? Because if we don't follow rules and if we don't stick to the rules, it becomes hard. It becomes psychologically mess your mind up, because you don't have the self-belief that you can do this, and it's all a big cycle. So you need to follow a set of rules. Once you follow this, because our mind likes rules, if we don't follow a set of rules, and if we break them, then we start to lose money. But if we follow the rules 100%, and if we still take a loss, it means it's just one of those things, setups that didn't work, because not every setup is going to work, obviously, on this market. Now, so this is what we need to be looking at, guys, and concentrating on this. Just follow simple set of rules, which I'm trying to sort out for you guys to follow. Okay, so that's I hope that answered your question, anybody. Then let's have a look at the CAD yen as well. Members asking about the CAD yen. Okay, straight away, guys. Oh, look at that move straight away this morning before even we start the day. So let's have a look at the CAD yen. Let's move this line to the 7 o'clock hour. So it is our benchmark for the movements. Now, okay, so the first thing we look at the rules on to follow to see where we are in the higher time frame cycle. We need to look at the H1. Let's have a look at the H1, guys. And looking at the H1, if you can see what's gone off here, guys, I can see from here we have a first move to the downside, and we have a half, and then we have another one here. So it could possibly that this is finished, or what we could see here as well, the fact that they're trying to recover this here, guys, on this. So they covered this move quickly like this, the same as the dollar yen. So this potentially could be a reset here of the 800 EMA on the hourly time frame, and this potentially could be our today here, or it's going to be level 1. So my personal advice on this, guys, so even what's going to happen today, even if the price closes here at the end of the day price, then we're looking for a reset and level 1 on the new bullish cycle. So this will be our low of the week for the next week, and then we'll trade away from it. So I will not actually potentially touch this today, because simply I can see a pattern that's being completed, unless they're going to come back here and give the multi-session W. We don't know. This is a form of a V formation here. Sometimes we won't know that they're going to come back and give the W, or they're going to continue to the upside from this V or small W formation. Now, the best thing about this, guys, how to trade this today, is follow the IDC and then look for the safety trade on the IDC on the intraday level. So that's the best. My advice on this, guys, is just to trade the IDC the IDC on that basis. Follow the IDC, guys. So that's what we're looking at today in this. Now let's go to see what's gone off this morning as well. On that, we need to pick up the accumulation phase, guys. I can see they are starting to slightly accumulate here. Now, what I would like to see is, this is actually a tough one. We just need to give it more time to see what's going on this in terms of what's going on, because if it's not clear, guys, and there's no clarity when they move this during the Asia, guys, just leave this pair alone. Don't even bother. I won't take much notice. And look at this as well. They did like a nice. They were moving up, and then they just came down, stop hunt straight away like this. So just let it breathe, let it do what it needs to do, and then we will look at it in a couple of hours to revalue where we are on it. So let's quickly have a look at the gold, guys. The gold is, of course, yesterday we predicted the gold to go up, and they did a two-way manipulation here. They can do that sometimes. Of course, our major bias was, because we had the low of the week here, to look for buys. But what they did here, actually, they did a small trick on us, guys. So that's what happened here. We had the accumulation phase, and we had the false breakout here. Then we came down, and what I will do personally here, I will be looking for a short around this area here. And of course, it will be a losing trade here, guys, for me. So, and then because they did the two-way manipulation, and there is no way for me to jump here at any point on this, there's no way for me, there's no opportunity. They just carry on to the upside, guys, and they didn't even give chance to anybody to jump into the market. Now that's something that could happen. They do sometimes. This is an example, good example of a two-way manipulation. Normally when I do this, take a short here and the price breaks above here, I will look for a pullback to reverse my trade to take up to the upside. And that's what I normally do if I'm wrong. But in this scenario, guys, they don't give any opportunity. So it is what it is. Sometimes we can't do anything about it, and I'm not going to start risking a lot of pips here, guys, or here, or even at this point here. That's just a bit. I would at least wait till the price come back to the 800 EMA here and to find a position to take, but they don't even give that. So that's something you and I cannot control, guys, and that's what happens. So the two-way manipulation is like this, guys. If you have a channel like this, accumulation channel, and you have a break to the downside and then break to the upside and then they go down, that's one way. Or they have a channel like this, guys, and then you have a break to the upside and then a break to the downside, which is this one here, what we're looking at, and then up. So that's a two-way manipulation. It happens from now and again, and you and I can't control this, guys. So you need to be aware that this possibly could happen, and that's what's keep us, you know. Normally what they do, they normally give pullbacks and they continue. But in this scenarios here, obviously they don't want to give anybody a chance to go to the right side of the market. Now accumulation here is already happening, as you can see. So we need just to wait and see what's going off here. We have the accumulation channel has been established. You know the characteristics of the accumulation phase. Now we've got a breakout here, so I just want to see what's actually going on in the next hour or so, and then we'll start to have a clear direction on the gold for today. As far as concerned, now this is the I will consider this to be the low of the day. Now I need to see a nice W formed here, second leg, and then starts to go up to the upside here, and then we can see this move happen like so on the gold today to continue the move for already to continue the trend on this case to the upside. That's what I'm looking again. My directional bias is north today on this again, but this is the first leg of the W formation. I want them to tap the low here, guys. You can see how we got equal lows. Now where is the best area to buy the gold? Or we need to see a sniper entry on the gold. Let's just do this together. We will put the tools that we need to use in this one here. So this is the best area for us. We're going to mark it here. We're going to change that into, like we do, into green, because it's a buy. And then we're going to remove all this because we don't want to cluster on the chart. So this is the best area, guys. We need to have a look to buy. Now what's in this area here, guys? You can see we already have a breaker here, a buy breaker, so which is a good area. So a sniper entry, guys. And also look at this big massive imbalance here. This is from this area here, the imbalance from there all the way to this area here. This is an imbalance which is vector candles not being filled. So they might again do a two-way manipulation here today, because they are more likely to repeat the pattern that they did yesterday. But we need to wait and see what's going off. And this is the accumulation. That's our false move to the upside first. Then they will drop like this, and then form a W here, and then continue to the upside. That's what I'm waiting for. If that doesn't happen, guys, this is the safest way and the safest area for you to have a look at the buy here. Then follow when the price drops to here, follow our SIG1 or SIG2 patterns to follow the signature trades on this area here only, guys. Wait for what we follow on the VIP group, guys, the break structure and all that, them rules that we use, and then follow it up here. I hope that's a good explanation to you guys. So this is what I'm waiting for. So basically this is the area. If we start to go up from here, it's fine. We will find an area to buy at the highest point here. But the gold it's well known for its spiking, and it does spike quite a bit. So they might just wait for the London Open and see what happens. Now you can see how they did that yesterday, guys, on this. And then if we use the tools that we normally use, if you go from the lowest point here to the highest point, look at this area, guys, here, what's gone off here. This is an area where we'd be looking for a buy, and I think they might just repeat the same pattern as yesterday. Here, guys, this is the safest area to start to look for buys on the gold. So if it doesn't happen, it's fine, we will leave it, guys, and that's what's going on. So they started to build blocks here, guys, and then build blocks. That's the way I will look to take a position on that at this zone here. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. Let me just look at the US 500 for a bit. You see, we were predicting to, this is just, I was gonna go through this just to show an example. There's a gap here on the US 500, but the gaps do get filled, guys, at one point. They don't necessarily to be, they don't need to be filled in the same day or the same week. They could take weeks and weeks and weeks. But if you look at this accumulation here at the top, this is the characteristics of accumulation phase on the higher time frame. They widen the range, and they go in and they stay in the range, and they stay in the range, and they widen this range again, and they go in, stay in. The minute you see that they're starting to, this is the clue, guys, when they start widening the range at one point, and then they start to protect the highs, this is the clue for us. Look at this, that they're going to continue to the downside outside the range. This is how I look at the chart and how I predict the market, where is it going to go next, in terms if it's consolidation like this, especially for 2 weeks on the hourly time frame, guys. Just take the chart like this and then see where they start to outside the range, widening the range, and then they start to make it smaller, and then just look which, if they start to protect the lows, then you can see that they are start to protect the highs here, and that's, if they start to protect the lows, then they're going to continue more to the upside. I'll find an example, guys, and then I will look at the some other examples to send over to you. And then let's have a look at Bitcoin. Yes, do apologize. Bitcoin apparently hit 20K yesterday. I didn't even look. Yes, it's nice. It went lower than what we more even expected, which is Bitcoin, guys. I'm adamant it's gonna drop to 17 or 15K, and let's just see what's going off on that. Again, is it ranging again, guys? Now we wait to see what's going off. You can see they've done the drops here. They've done a cycle here, 1, 2, and 3, back, and then here, and then 1, 2, and 3, and then here. So this is back now. I'm waiting for this is the sign of the reset. This is our information now, and that's level 1. Pull back, level 2, then pull back, level 3. So where do we want to trade this short, guys? Let's just use our rules again. How we just put a line here on this, and this is where we're going to be looking for a short around this areas here. Change it into red, and we need to see the area has been respected. Of course, we don't just, actually I'm just pink. Okay, this is for you, Raki Pinky. So that's what we're looking at here. That's what we're looking at, an area here to follow and to retest the 50 MA, and then continue to the downside, because we've got a clear downtrend, guys. We can't avoid that. You see, there's no signs of reversal yet. When you have a clear downtrend, guys, you can't avoid it until they start to show us on the higher time frames that there is a potential reversal. Then we will start to look for buying the Bitcoin. But as it stands now, guys, the clear trend, even the 4-hourly time frame, it's still valid, and even the daily time frame is still valid on this occasion. But looking at this, guys, we have a first, we have a second, and we have a third drop. So they need to finish the cycle here. Then we might see some pullback here, guys, and then a drop just for the last one, and then continue, start to change of trend on the daily time frame. You can see the daily time frame, guys. There is no sign of reversal yet. They did one here, yet they came back and started to drop here again. So we will wait and see what's going off, and just they might, with Bitcoin, guys, they might even spike the 17K or the 15K with a spike and then come back up. That would be lovely. You know, it will, if you can see that. Possibly, Raki, yes, they might do one up and then do the last one with a spike. Yes, I agree with that. This is something they have two down. They can do one up first and then drop, do the last one, and then continue to the upside from that. So let's just wait and see what goes off on that. But I am not, like I said, I'm not touching Bitcoin until it reaches 17, and I need to see on the hourly time frame, sorry, in the daily time frame, to some reversals and some change of structures and all that to take to the upside. All right, guys, I hope my session today was good to you all. And remember, guys, how easy trading is. It's very hard. It's easy, and but we make it hard sometimes to ourselves. So being there today and profit taking, our technicality probable is the reverse up from here. Yes, quite possibly, Raki, they could reverse from here. Let's just have a look again at the feet. I mean, they already done the back into the range move here already, so they've done the cycle from here to there. So quite possible that we can see some moves to the upside from here again, or they could just range in this range here, and then we need to see what's going off after this range. So potentially this could be a range here for us, but the moving averages are not showing a range. Let's have a look at the 4 hourly quickly. And we can see that. You see the 4 hourly time frame as well is in range. But if you look at the 4 hourly time frame, guys, this is a new drop, or it could be the last drop from the top there. But what we're looking at, we could range here for a while, for a couple of weeks now in this range. That's what I'm expecting, because it looks like all these cycles in the hourly and the 4 hourly and the daily finished, and then we can look at the movements for it's due for, because what Bitcoin does, guys, look at how they repeat the pattern. They drop a massive drop, which is like this, and then they just range. Can you see that? So this could be our range again here now for a while. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, guys, and then we will see what's got off when they. This is another example, guys, of range widening. You can see how they did that here. Started the range here, and then they just moved the range up to here, guys, and then they widen the range right there. Look, this is how they do it. They widen the range here, they widen the range there, and then they keep inside the range, and then they start to protect the highs here, and then, you know, breaking the lows here. They're not protecting the lows, and then protecting the highs, and then it continues to the downside. This is the clues that you need to look on the higher time frame. So looking at this chart, guys, here, look the pattern that they repeat all the time. So we have a drop again, and then range, drop. So what's going to happen now, guys? So we expect it to range for the next week or two, or probably 3 weeks, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. And they could do something like, they've already done this pattern here already. You can see that. So I'm genuinely expecting now a ranging market on the Bitcoin between the 22,800 or 23 and the 20K range. So that's the 23 to 20K range. It's viable now for us to look at on this Bitcoin. Okay, let's have a look at the Aussie Yen, guys. No problems. We can look at that, buddy, for you. No problem. So the Aussie Yen, again, it's doing very similar scenario to what we looked at on this. We said this morning, this is not, it's in a mess today, and you can see how they've done this. The fact that they reversed, they recovered all this yesterday. It gives me the clue that this is the actual low of the week, and we might see continuation the upside to create level 1 on the hourly time frame to start for us to trade to the north side on this yen pairs again. So that's my prediction on this. So today's Friday, it's trap day, and then so potentially you can see big moves happened already during the hours of Asia, which that doesn't help a lot. So I'm looking for more to the upside on this, and the fact they're doing they recovered all this in one day, guys. That just gives you the clue. There's potential reset here, or potential ranging market is coming along. As you can see, the let's have a look at the hourly time frame. You can see, guys, the 800 EMA is going sideways, so that's something that we need to look. So now we need to look for the clues. Where is the beginning of the range started, guys? Let's have a look. So this is the beginning of the range, like this here. We have wide range in here, and then we have the range at the top here, guys, where we look. So now we have the clue. The first clue is they widened the range here, guys. That's the first one. And now they hit the highs here. So now we need, I'm expecting this to just range for at least today or tomorrow, or the mid of next week. And then we will see what's actually going off here, guys, in this kind of situation. And then we need to look for the clues where they might go just halfway here. Look, there's two equal lows here. So that's a good sign here to start buying. At this zone here, we have imbalance as well. We need to see a drop to the downside here, and then buy, and then they make the another inner range. And then we need to see which are they protecting, the lows or the highs, and that will give us the clue of where they are going to the. If we start to see something like this, guys, let me just delete that, and then we can start showing you something here. If we start looking to see something like this on the, if we start to see something like price goes down here and then rise and then come back and then not even come near to these lows and then come back, that means the clue we're going to have is they're going to continue more to the upside, and we start to build position to the upside on this. We need to see, just wait. Now just a matter of being patient and to wait and see what's going off on this, guys, in the next few days, and then we'll take it accordingly. Meanwhile, you can trade the IDC on this all day long, guys. No problems at all whatsoever. So just be patient and trade the IDC on it today until the price gives us the clue. Give us the clue where is it going next in the next few days. All right, guys. Thank you very much for today, guys. Again, I ran over by 10 minutes. I do apologize. Have a fantastic day. I'm not going to be trading much today. It's Friday, guys. It's fun day. We're going to have the sun shining in the UK. Go and enjoy it. Have a long, nice weekend, guys. And I speak to you all soon. Thank you, guys. Have a good